I'm here at Choinumni Campgroung facility by Pine Flat Dam, and no one ever did come around to collect a fee last night, so I'm up here at the entrance looking to see if they got envelopes. Here they are. All right, and then you just put it here. Now this is supposed to be for the $5 day use, but since no one came around to collect my campground fees, I got my $25 here. Gonna shove it in this envelope, put it in that hole there, because I'm an honest person and I plan on coming back camping here again. My van's easily recognizable, if you haven't noticed. It's bright blue. Alrighty then. Had a really nice, relaxing, quiet stay here at Choinumni Campground. I didn't realize how tired I was. I don't know why I'm tired. I don't really do anything but drive around and talk to you folks. But I don't know. I made myself an early dinner around probably 3:30. Listened to the radio for a while, and I decided, you know, I'm gonna lay down for just a little bit of a nap, and I woke up at 1:30 a.m. So somebody at some point may have come around and tried to collect. I don't know, because I was passed out. So who knows? Anyways, honesty is always the best policy. That's what my mama said. Then I ended up staying up until probably like 4:30 in the morning. Fortunately, I had downloaded a couple of Netflix documentaries because there is no cell service out here at Choinumni Campground. I go probably a quarter mile that way and it'll come back in. So, cool. Always good, I think, to have a couple of downloads at the ready, because you never know when you're going to find yourself in a spot, in a little tight bind, when you need a little bit of entertainment and you don't have access to the interwebs. So this is pretty wild. I just drove over from Choinumni Park to Avocado Lake because I got no cell phone service out that way, and I know I get it over here a couple miles down the road. And I was checking, you know, through my YouTube comments and whatnot, and somebody left a comment on a video that they said they found my drone, the one that I crashed back at Red Rock Canyon State Park, and they said they found it. They said they were hiking up on the ridge and they found my drone way up high on a cliff. Ha! That's crazy. I can't believe it. And they said, you know, get in contact with me so we can move forward. I sent them my email address, so I can't wait for them to respond and to hear the story about how they found it, because if this is real and true, it's entirely crazy. Well, I'm standing here at the Fox Theater, a little legendary theater here in downtown Visalia, California. Now, Visalia has a couple of claims to fame as to why it exists in the first place, one of which was during the mid-1800s when the gold rush happened along the Kern River. Well, this town was a booming at the gold rush era. Another claim to fame was, I think it was 1860s, the telegraph came into town, so a lot of people had an excuse to find themselves over here in Visalia, either sending or receiving messages via the telegraph. Now, during the Civil War, I was reading that there was a big division between who supported the North and who supported the South. And not only did that division take place nationally, but here in Visalia specifically as well. And the legend is that the dividing line was here on Main Street, that one side of it would be for the North, one side of it would be for the South. Now, there were no altercations or anything, but it was just a little bit of kind of a local rivalry which existed at the time. While we're on the point of history, somewhere in the early 1960s, when all the big box stores started popping up like JCPenney's and Woolworths and such places like that, all these little mom and pop stores in such towns like this along Main Street, they had trouble staying in operation. So a group of very concerned local residents formed a group called the Visalia Downtowners, and their purpose was to preserve not only the history and architecture of this downtown Main Street area, but also to promote the businesses. They promoted like something like 70 local businesses all here along Main Street. And still to this day, this group exists and operates and keeps things moving here on Main Street. Now, definitely the last year or so has taken its toll on some of the businesses here on Main Street, as it has across the rest of the country, but some of them are still thriving. And I think that in a matter of half a year or so, things are going to get back to normal. The theater will be back open and other shops will be as well. Tell you what, it's a good thing I don't own a house. Hope you can hear me over the 99 freeway 5 feet away, because I love antiques, I love decorating, and there's a lot of cool stuff here. Look at this thing. I also love windmills. Don't know if you knew that about me. I would buy all this junk. Wow, cool. Now that's a barbecue. Hey Dorinda, tell Bob I found his new barbecue. Well, if it isn't my lucky day, I don't know what it is. Pulled over here at the Bravo Farms. I did not go into their store because I don't need vintage cheese, whatever that is. It doesn't even sound appetizing. But across the street at RJ's Travel Center, that's right, you guessed it, they got crispy, crunchy chicken here. Now, I know this sounds crazy. Some of the best chicken you're gonna get is from gas stations. The Crispy Crunchy brand, it is by far superior to most. I think they even use like pressure cookers to cook it. It is always so tender and juicy and yum, yummeroni. And of course, I got myself a little bag of treats here. Chicken, a couple potato wedges. I'm gonna go up the highway a few miles. I know there's a nice little rest area. I'm gonna have myself a little bit of a lunchtime break.